So today we'll be making one of the most famous Indian breads, that is naan, which is famous all across the world. We have taken some flour in a bowl, and to that I'll add a little bit of butter, little bit of salt, some baking soda. So ये जो नान की रेसिपी मैं बना रही हूँ, we're not kneading it with water. Instead हम लोग इसमें milk mix कर रहे हैं. So it will become much more softer, and some curd. Now make a nice dough out of it. We have to make a soft dough before we leave it to rest. The dough is almost ready, nice and soft. Now what we'll do is, we'll put a muslin cloth on top and set it aside for 4 to 5 hours. Now since we added the baking soda in it, we need to make sure that it's well rested so that our naan becomes soft. Now that the dough is well rested, we'll go ahead and take off the muslin cloth. तो हमने यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा oil लिया है and we've spread it across the rolling base. And अब हम अपने डो की छोटी छोटी बॉल्स बनाएंगे. Now again, नान का necessarily कोई शेप नहीं होता, so you don't have to roll it exactly circle में. तो हम थोड़ा oblong shape देंगे उसको. Put it on the rolling base. As you can see, I've made an oblong shape. And our naan is ready. So now we'll take some kalonji seeds and उसको आप ऐसे spread कर दीजिए नान पे. थोड़ा सा इसे press कर दीजिए so that वो अच्छे से stick हो जाए. And then a little bit of coriander. So our naan is ready now. We'll go ahead and bake it in the tandoor. So now we'll place the naan on the tray of electric tandoor and put it inside. Now we'll ensure that we keep checking the naan in the electric tandoor. The moment we achieve a slight golden color on top, that's when we know the naan is ready to be removed out of the tandoor. Naan can be enjoyed with any kind of curry dishes, kebabs, and anything of your choice. So go ahead and enjoy the same. Whenever we go to eat, one of the gems that we always tend to order is butter chicken. And today we're going to make the same. So first we'll make the marination for the chicken. In a large bowl I have some chicken pieces. First we'll go ahead and add some red chili powder. Then we'll add a little bit of salt, some ginger garlic paste, coriander powder. Here I have some lemon juice. And last, some curd. So the curd that I've mixed in the marinade is hung curd. All the excess water of the curd has been removed. Red chili powder adds a nice color to the marinade, which you generally see on tandoori chicken also. The marinade is ready and the chicken is well coated with it. So what we'll do now, we'll set it aside for 10 minutes and we'll get working on the gravy. In a hot pan, we'll take a little bit of butter. हम थोड़ा तेल डालेंगे. यहाँ पे हमारे पास कुछ खड़े मसाले हैं. So we'll add a little bit of black peppercorn, some garlic, some ginger. So we're adding खड़े मसाले क्योंकि initially हम इसको अच्छे से sauté करके बाद में इसे हम प्योरी करके रख लेंगे. So I've got some red chilies whole. So before adding the bay leaf, I just crush it up a bit. So इसे थोड़ा सा mix कर लेंगे and to the same mixture I'm going to add some onion. As you can see, हमने ज़्यादा finely chop नहीं किया है onion को क्योंकि इसका anyways बाद में प्यूरे बनेगा. इसे mix कर लेंगे. You can further break it up in the कढ़ाई if you want. थोड़ी देर सौते करके we'll add some tomatoes. थोड़ा सा salt डाल लेंगे इसमें. It will help release the water furthermore. अच्छे से मिक्स कर लेते हैं. We'll add some water to the kadhai. Now we'll cover it with a lid. So we'll let it cook until the tomatoes become mushy. And जैसे ये mushy हो जाते हैं, we'll transfer it into a mixer grinder और इसकी हम grind करके एक gravy बना लेंगे. Our marinade has been sitting for some time. तो अब मैं इसे थोड़ा fry कर लूँगी. कढ़ाई में थोड़ा oil डालेंगे. And जैसे ही आपका oil थोड़ा heat up हो जाएगा, we'll fry the chicken. So we'll keep turning this ताकि हर side से evenly cook हो जाए. You can see it's already started cooking. You can see the crust forming on top, which means it started to cook. Keep turning it. एक बार और turn कर लेंगे इसे. So as you can see, the gravy is also now well ready. We've mixed it in the grinder. Now we'll add it in the chicken. Mix it. So we'll add some cashew nut paste, a little bit of sugar. If you notice, butter chicken is always towards the sweeter end because we use so much of tomatoes. Just mix it well with the gravy. Again, cashew nut paste adds richness to the gravy. Makes it nice and thick. Now we'll add a little bit of cream. Just mix it. So I've taken some kasuri methi. I'll crush it up and spread it all across the kadhai. And there you go, the butter chicken is now ready to be served. Enjoy it with naan, rice, whatever you like.
Are you tired of serving the same old dal makhani to your guests when they come over for a party? Today, I am going to show you one recipe which would be perfect when you are entertaining your guests and it would make your party the talk of the town. It is called Malai Kofta. Let's get to it. We have some grated paneer here. We are going to put this in a bowl. And I'm going to take equal quantities of some boiled potato. Now we are going to mash the potatoes and make a very smooth mixture of the paneer and the potatoes. Just mash it very well. This is going to be the base of our Malai Kofta. Once the aloo and the paneer is roughly mashed, we are going to take some chopped nuts. This is a mixture of chopped almonds and cashews. We are going to put in some garam masala. We are going to put in some salt. And we are going to mix it up till it is nice and smooth. Now, this mixture is very nice and smooth, very soft. And all we need to do is make some lemon-sized balls and coat it with some flour to give a nice crisp outer shell and deep fry it. So I'm going to make lemon-sized balls. You have to be very gentle over here. It's a very soft dough. अगर आप pressure लगाएंगे, so it will break and not form a good shape. And now I'll take some corn flour. If you don't have corn flour, आप simply मैदा भी use कर सकते हैं. The only point is to put some dry flour outside so it gives a nice crispy outer shell. Coat it well. And we are ready to fry them. Make sure that your oil is very hot because we want a nice and crispy layer outside. Our oil is nice and hot. It should not take more than 20 seconds for this ball to get cooked up. As you can see, there's a nice and beautiful crust to it. There's a beautiful color. This is exactly what we want. We're going to put it out on this absorbent paper. Make sure that it is evenly fried. Just stir it a bit in the oil very slowly. Beautiful color. Now that our koftas are ready, we have to make a simple puree which will give the flavor to our sauce. उसके लिए इस पैन में मैं थोड़ा घी डालूंगा. Once my ghee is hot, I am going to add in some chopped onions. Toss them till they are translucent. We don't want to turn it brown because we want a nice and bright red gravy. I'm going to put in some ginger garlic paste. Toss it till the raw flavor of the ginger and the garlic goes away. We want to make sure that it's nicely mixed. Once the raw aroma is gone, we are ready to add some freshly chopped tomatoes. We want the tomatoes to be well cooked over here because we are going to puree them. If they are not well cooked, they will not give a fine puree. I'm going to put in some salt at this point. Once you feel that the tomatoes have become nice and pulpy, we can add in our spices. We'll take some turmeric powder, some red chili powder, and we are going to take some coriander powder. Mix it up well, get rid of the raw masala smell. We are going to add little water in this. After adding some water, we have given it a good stir. Our masala looks perfectly done and we are ready to puree it. As you can see, our beautiful puree is ready. It has a perfect color and the perfect consistency. Now, let's make the gravy with this beautiful paste for our kofta. In a hot pan, I'm going to add in some ghee and we are going to roast some whole spices in it. We're going to put some cardamom, some clove. We are going to add a stick of cinnamon and we are going to add one bay leaf. We are going to roast these whole spices. Let all the aroma out. Once this is done, I am going to take this paste and add it to my pan. We are going to mix this masala very well. And now we are going to take some cashew paste. This cashew has been soaked in water and ground well. The cashew will give some very good richness to this gravy. Mix it up. And now we are going to put in some fresh cream, which would again give a beautiful texture and very good richness. If you are health conscious, in place of the cream, you can even use some yogurt or dahi. The color of this gravy would differ from orange to yellow because it depends on how much cream or cashew paste you add, the color would change. And now we are going to adjust the seasoning at this point, add up some kasuri methi on top. Our beautiful malai kofta gravy is ready. And now I am going to put the kofta in. Be very careful with these koftas, don't overmix, otherwise they can break. But now you're ready to enjoy.
So as many elements there are to an Indian thali, one thing that's inseparable is the meetha. At the end of food, we always ask, meethe mein kya hai? And if you are at a wedding or having a thali, the answer tends to be gulab jamun. I will be making the chashni, which is the sugar syrup. I'll take some water in a kadhai. To this, I'll be generous and add lots of sugar. The ratio of sugar and water should be almost equal. We could keep this on low flame and keep on stirring it. I'm going to add some flavors. Of course, there has to be a certain element of rose when we talk about gulab jamun. So I'm adding some rose water and some cardamom. This we are going to boil on low heat and keep on stirring it till we reach one string consistency. So while the chashni is getting ready, I'm going to make the dough balls. For this, take a big empty bowl. To this, I'm going to add maida. Next, I'm adding milk powder. This is the star of the instant gulab jamun that we are making. Generally, in the traditional method, khoya is used. Khoya is also known as mawa. मावा को बनाने के लिए दूध को हमें काफ़ी देर के लिए पकाना पड़ता है हल्की आंच पे and it requires a lot of time. By using milk powder, we'll get an equally good taste. So this is like a cheat version. To this, just a pinch of baking powder. A spoon of ghee. I'm going to work in. Alright, now I have to net this dough with warm water. ठंडे पानी का इस्तेमाल करेंगे तो ये डो उतना अच्छा और उतना सॉफ्ट नहीं बनेगा. A little water at a time. You know, I think the beauty of a gulab jamun is the fact that you go at the grandest wedding of your life, you'll still find gulab jamun there, and you go to a thali place that serves, cheap thalis, you'll still find gulab jamun as the sweet over there. So if your dough gets a little sticky, you could add some maida. And if it gets dry, add some water. Our chashni is ready. I have taken it out in a bowl. I'll show you how the consistency should be. This is the kind of consistency we are looking for. Now that the chashni is done, I'm going to make the dough balls. One little tip to pay attention to while you fry them is, तेल को पहले हमें अच्छे से गर्म करना है on medium heat, but before you put these in this for frying, आप इसे low कर दीजिए. If the oil is too hot, गुलाब जामुन बाहर से तो फ्राई हो जाएगा, लेकिन अंदर से कच्चा रह जाएगा. I'm not going to turn them until they are done from one side. एक बार इन पे हल्के भूरे निशान बनते जाएं, फिर हम इनको रोल करेंगे. You see these marks? Once you start getting this mark, you are free to roll the gulab jamun. उस तरह से वो evenly fry हो जाएगा हर तरफ से. You know, they say gulab jamun is not even an Indian recipe to begin with. It is something that came to India with the Persians. I don't know who got it here, but whoever did just made life sweet for us. इसको कंटिन्यूसली ऐसे चलाते हुए हमको फ्राई करना है. एक और बात का ध्यान रखिए, जब हम गुलाब जामुन बना के रखते हैं तलने से पहले, तो ताकि वो ड्राई नहीं हो, मैंने प्लेट को कवर किया था इस कॉटन के क्लॉथ से, हल्का सा गीला करके. आप किसी किचन टॉवल का भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. सो दीज आर डन. For the gulab jamuns to absorb more of the sugar syrup and become fluffy, add the fried gulab jamuns in the sugar syrup when they are still warm. आप कुछ देर बाद देखेंगे कि चाशनी को एब्जॉर्ब करने के बाद गुलाब जामुन एकदम फूल जाएगा, and when you eat it, you get that nice sugar syrup which has been flavored in your mouth. So I made these. You better start making them.